Okay, no. This is not me getting ready for a thriller video. Although that does seem like it'd be a lot of fun. Anyway, Halloween is coming. So let's do something fun, like this zombie makeup. Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Kira Shanae, and I'm thinking Halloween is just around the corner, so it's probably time to do some Halloween makeup. All right, guys. Now, I know things like liquid latex exist, but sometimes it's not handy when we need it. So I'm going to show you how to do some zombie makeup with just household products. Let's get started. So to start off with, I have got Elmer's glue and toilet paper. I'm not playing. We're going to stick this stuff on our faces. Now, it's super important when you're doing this to start off with a completely clean face. That means no moisturizer, no foundation, no primer, nothing. This needs to be completely clean if you want any of this to stick for any length of time. Now, with the glue, you can use a brush, you can use a beauty blender, you can use your fingers, a Q-tip, whatever you have handy. I personally like to use my fingers to just smear it on. And it's important to think about where you want your rotten flesh to be before you go and stick the glue on your face. I've got a whole bunch of glue here on my finger, and I'm just going to go ahead and smear it right here toward my jawbone. Make sure that I get good coverage. I'm thinking that's going to be like a large wound. So once the glue is there, we have to hurry before it gets too dry and put some toilet paper on there. Excuse me, what does she want me to do? You'll see, you'll understand. Get your toilet paper, ripped up, whatevs, and just put it on your face. And you want it to be kind of bunchy, not like flat. You don't want it to look pretty. It's a start. It's something. More glue over the toilet paper. It's looking pretty gross. And you can kind of see where I might put some wounds and whatnot in there, but I'm going to keep building on this with more toilet paper. You guys, I just subscribed to the Paramount app, and like all of the Nickelodeon shows are on there, all of them. And so I'm suddenly regressing to a 12-year-old because I'm all like watching Rocko's Modern Life and Angry Beavers and Ren and Stimpy. I mean, did you guys grow up watching that? Like Sunday mornings, I would sit and watch like all of the Nickelodeon cartoons. And I mean, like, honestly, either I've regressed or I literally have the sense of humor of like a 12-year-old boy. Angry Beavers is my favorite, by the way. It cracks me up every time. It's okay to do a little rippy rip. I'm starting to look like Phantom of the Opera. I don't know any songs that go with that show. And by the way, if you have sensitive skin, have no fear. My skin is super sensitive, and this does not make me break out or cause rashes or anything like that. So you should be safe. Now for like a cut type of wound, I like to take toilet paper and roll it up. What I'm rolling it into looks questionable. So you've got sort of a nice long tight rope of toilet paper. Yeah, take this bad boy and stick it on your forehead. You know, or wherever you want the gross shit to be. It's totally up to you. All right. So I've got a foundation laid for my gross skin. I wonder if it is going to take all of the hair on my face with it. I mean, because I hate to say it, but like I'm old and I'm starting to grow some chin whiskers, which I pull out, by the way. But, you know, old ladies grow chin whiskers. It's a thing. Trust me, look it up. Anyhow, now I've got to cover all of this to make it a skin tone, and I'm going to use a full coverage foundation for that so that I can blend everything together. Again, you can use your fingers or you can use a beauty blender, a brush, whatever you need to use. And honestly, this is kind of the one time that, you know, you actually want to let people see the texture of your skin. Because, like, as women in general, aren't we always trying to hide the fact that our skin has texture? Like, no, my skin is perfect. It looks airbrushed all the time. Woke up like this. Told you guys I had one of these. I just shot concealer, like foundation, straight across my bed. So my husband's gonna like laying in that later. Sorry, honey. So I'm using a beauty blender to just dab onto this toilet paper and try and get a little blendy blend going on. I don't know if you know this, but toilet paper is made to absorb stuff. And oh, I just did it again. All right, we've got a base, but I'm not done yet because I want my skin to have kind of like a green cast, you know, because I'm old and decaying. I'm not like a fresh zombie that just died. No, I'm rotting. So let's make it look like that, shall we? Tell me this isn't a look you'd want to wear to the club. I'm going out, I'm clubbing, my face is green. And also, like, don't panic if it's not the same color the whole way around, because skin all deteriorates at different speeds. Okay, so I gotta let this dry for like a whole couple of minutes. Give me a second. I'll be right back once this is ready to be manipulated some more. Okay, so here we are. We've got our rotting flesh. We've got a head wound. And now we've got to kind of put some paint on it and see what happens. And by paint, I mean I'm going to use eyeshadow to make this all look like something. So I want my wound to look like a wound. And so I'm going to start with like a pink and build into purple. And then where I've decided that I'm going to have holes in my skin, I'm going to blend all the way into like a black. Okay, so we've begun the transformation. We can see that things are getting a little gross at this point. We're going to move on to a darker color and work our way in. Just like doing regular makeup, it is important to do some blending. You can see I'm just kind of like tapping. Tappity tap, 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 tap. I swear to all that's holy, if somebody tells me I look pretty after this, I'm gonna lose my freaking mind. Because here's the thing, I'm not a mean person. I'm truly not. But like, we're doing this weird stuff now. It's like false platitudes regarding everything that we as women do. And like, I'm all about feminism, but this is getting weird, you know? There have like legit been a few times where I've intentionally made myself look ugly and people are like, oh my god, you look so pretty. And I'm like, no I don't. What are you talking about? It's like we want to build each other up so badly that we're afraid to say something that might hurt somebody's feelings, which is fine. Like, there's always a nicer way to put stuff. But like, at the same time, if homegirl is doing something totally whack, like, you know, give her a little nudgy nudge in the right direction. Don't be like, oh, you look beautiful with your lipstick smudged up here by your eyebrow. Be like, hey, this isn't where that goes. Like, something, I don't know. We're getting there. I haven't done this sort of makeup in like a really long time. See, several years ago, I released a book that was like a book of horror poetry, and I did some photo shoots for that, and one of them I was a zombie in, and that was the last time I did this makeup. Okay, so we're pretty gross at this point, I would say. It's looking pretty nasty. We're gonna keep adding more and more and more stuff to it till we blend it all out and look like we're dead. Like, what you want and need is lots of dimension when you're doing makeup like this. I'm looking pretty messed up, pretty badly. I'm liking this. We're going in the right direction. I've got to do something about around my eyes because clearly I look far too alive right now. Happy Beauty Blender, brown eyeshadow. Just pat around in your eye sockets to give them that hollow, I've been dead for a while look. Honey, work it all the way up to the eyebrow. So my Super Sexy Natural bags work really well for this. Now this is again one of those situations where we want to create a little bit of dimension. So I'm going to leave this like this, but then I'm going to go in with a thicker coat closer to my actual eyeballs. I feel like a princess. I'm just going to use a little bit of this color to shade on the sides of my nose. I'm going to mix a little bit of green with my brown so that I can build off more lines and things like that. So I'm just going to bring it down here where like one might have lines and decay and whatnot, making some good shadows. It's really weird to see yourself like this. It's creepy. Would you kiss me? I'd kiss me. Truly, if you don't want to use makeup brushes for this and you want to use brushes, get you like a pack of art brushes from like Hobby Lobby or Michaels or something, because they will work just as well, you know, for these purposes. And honestly, if you don't have one laying around your house, beauty blenders are really inexpensive. They also have like these little wedges that you can buy from like places like Walmart even, that will work really good for this. You know, because this is not beauty makeup. What do you mean this isn't beauty makeup? This isn't pretty to you? This isn't beauty makeup. We don't have it to be quite as intricate as we might be on the regs, as I feel like I'm concentrating so hard. There's just a couple other things that I'm going to do to help make this look, you know, a little more freaky. Can that happen? Can I make this look more freaky? I'm going to go back in with a dark brown and get in my lips a little. This is working out well. And then I'm going to go even tighter around my eyes to make it look as dark as I can right around my eyeballs. Little nose shading. We've come to the final and frankly my favorite part of zombie makeup, which is making some blood. Food coloring is essential, and you can't just use red or else it's going to look fake. You have to use red with some blue to get it that real thick, dark blood color. And corn syrup. So I've got a little bit of corn syrup in a bowl, and I'm going to add my food coloring. I forgot the word for that. It's a little dark. Corn syrup and food coloring. Same thing they use for pig's blood and Carrie. Legit though, I love the movie Scream. Skeet Ulrich was like my big fat crush when I was in high school. We're oozing good now. If you decide to do this for real, like post pictures and stuff, because I want to see your zombie makeup. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Please don't get this in your eyes. Like, hopefully I won't do. And again, when you're applying this, you can legitimately use a Q-tip to put it on. I wouldn't use my fingers because then it's going to get everywhere, worse than it usually gets. Oh, there we go. It's dripping. It's dripping. This is what I want. The good news is it tastes good. It's sugary, but it is what it is. So, this is our zombie makeup. What do you guys think? Do you like it? I'm loving this. Well, guys, I hope that you had fun doing this crazy zombie makeup with me today. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in a comment. And if there's something that you want to see me do, leave that in a comment too. Until then, don't forget to click like and click subscribe. And remember to always love yourselves, always be a unicorn, and I'll see you next time. Bye!